Alright, boys, the time has come where Paul has some time, and let's talk about the 2019 Ram. Oh boy, what do I think? I'll try to be as straightforward as possible. Don't take it as bashing, take it as facts. And if you guys want to question something, please throw it in the comment section. I don't want to be just yapping away. Just wanted to push off some facts here. Now let's start with the overall 2019, the way it's presented to us, the consumers or the general public. Oh, we're getting some new product here. Are you really getting some new product? Yeah, you got some new features up front. Driver's side, or should I say the front doors and forward, the A-pillar forward. Yeah, you got new. And the cab, the bed is pretty much a carryover. Guys, hold on a second. The cab, the bed is pretty much a carryover. Let's talk about the front end and then move on down, because at the first appearance, at the first glance, I'm like, oh, Ram's doing half in it. Ram's not ripping off their consumers, but they took a shortcut. But then the more I think about it, the more I realize that it might have been the right solution. Might have. Slight chance that they might be halving it. Anyway, so here's my thing. The headlights, absolutely awesome. The fact that they're self-leveling, self-adjusting, LED. Finally, Ram, welcome. No complaints about the fourth generation headlights. I personally own the projected ones. Well, limited. They come with projected headlights. They do the job. They do the job great. No complaints. But it's like, you can never have too much light. Well, actually, you can until oncoming traffic starts flashing their headlights at you. But anyways, headlights, awesome. Grill, matter of opinion. If they're saying it's 30% more air, that sounds awesome to me. Bumpers, I care less. More design, less design. They look pretty boring. 4th and 5th gen. Tail hooks are cool. What they got going on tail hooks, and it's a little detail to make a difference in the long run, but for guys like me that nitpicking and stuff, it's the details. Guys, keep in mind, I'm driving the school bus. I got 2 kids in the car that are whining. We were waiting for one of my kids and my wife to finish shopping, but they started whining, so I need to start cruising. I think we still got about 20 minutes of waiting to do so. As soon as Papa starts rolling, kids, chill out. Stay quiet. So that's what we're doing. If you hear the kids in the background, you know what I'm doing. Just cruising, taking my time, and sharing my opinions with you with the Ram. Anyway, so as far as the 3500 goes, we got the front end covered. I'm very excited about what they did with the engine. It's very important. It's very awesome. I was a little disappointed what they did initially with the 6.7. Now that they're going back to forged rods, quote unquote, improve the pistons. They made the bigger wrist pin on the piston, pretty much the pin that connects the rod and the piston together. I'm very happy to hear all that. Bigger rod caps, bigger rod bolts, improved crank, got a stronger crank. One thing I don't know how it's going to work. I mean, logically it makes sense, but hollowed out, or what do they call it? Billet, pretty much a hollowed out cam. Don't see a problem with it. I just don't know how to, I just don't know what to say. That's all it is to it. I just do not know what to say about the hollowed out crank. I'm nowhere here or there. I get the purpose, I get the intention, but if they got it engineered so it's running smooth, it's a hollowed out cam. To me, is like a lightweight flywheel in a way or two. Guys, don't blow up. I know it's a double-edged sword. Lightweight flywheel, it has its goods and its bads, and its application is the determination of good and bad of the lightweight flywheel, for example. Not the Ram case. I'm just comparing why I can't make up my mind on the cam. But maybe I just don't understand it enough. So, as far as the manifold, I have not physically seen it, but what they've showed in pictures, it looks like an improved flow manifold, which I like. I really like what they did with the turbo. There's nothing wrong with these turbos that there are. I've personally have experienced, 400 plus miles, 400 plus thousand miles. I've physically seen trucks. I know the way these trucks were used. I personally own a truck with 400K, a second one really close to 400K. There's absolutely no problem with the turbos. The only thing that's a problem is the electrical side of the turbo, the VGT control unit. They fry out. Usually what happens is the seal leaks and destroys the board. Usually, sometimes the gears wear out. Sometimes the actual electrical board fries. So, $300,000 the actuator goes out. And it's very expensive. It's a $1,200 part, give or take, on a good day. I mean, I've heard guys go to $2,500. So yeah, that's that. I'm very excited. I don't know if this is good or bad, but I already ordered one 3 days ago. Stopped by the dealership. The dealer himself was surprised that he could order one, because 2 days prior to that, someone came in, wanted to order, and they couldn't. So when I came in, I'm like, yo, the initial reason I came in there, I was helping a friend out with the truck. And while he's on the computer, he's like, well, let me see. I tried 2 days ago. I was like, oh, wow, look, we could order. I'm like, sweet, let's order. So I did order, guys. I ordered me a 2019 Ram 3500 Limited. Pretty much, it's going to be a 2014, same option compared to a 2019, same color and everything. I don't know, man. Granite Crystal Charcoal or whatever. I can just call it a charcoal color. It's a really nice cover. It fits professional. It just fits my room and my lifestyle. That's all it is. If I was a bit older, if I was more on the clean side, and what I mean the clean side, I don't work the truck very hard. I really like the red, the whatever, the red, not the flaming red, but the other, like the charcoal, not charcoal. What am I talking about? The darker red. Shoot. The color starts with the M, something Mangalo, whatever, red. It's the maroon color. It just doesn't fit the bill as a work truck. It fits the bill as a very clean truck. It's a nice color, but okay, I'm giving color too much attention here. That's the other color I was contemplating. And off-white, I call it off-white. People call it frost white, almond, whatever. Too much of a clean truck. I work my trucks, and it looks good, So, anyways, that's about it. That's the biggest change right there under the hood, and that's what made me buy a 2019. It wasn't the fancy LEDs. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. It was solely the engine. And by the time the dealership figures their junk out, I'm gonna go bankrupt. Hypothetically saying, if I were to rely on 2019 trucks, because just now the other day I got a certified letter in the mail saying, hey, I'm gonna put it in my own version, your Ram truck could kill you. You have a steering link that could get disconnected and you could lose total control of your vehicle. No crap, Ram. 4 months into the ownership of my Limited. I need to make a video on that. This thing starts unscrewing, and my steering wheel does something like this. So to keep the truck straight for about a couple hours, and then a couple hours later I'm doing this and this, I'm like, oh shoot, I don't know what, but something's going loose. I pull over on the side of the road. The tie rod that connects pretty much the drag link, whatever you want to call it, it connects the gearbox to your front wheels. It's that link that goes from the gearbox to the drag arm. It's just starting to unscrew itself. It came loose, and what the frick do you do, That's freaky. You don't catch that on time, you're disconnected. Yeah, of course you can kill you. Of course your Ram can kill you. But guys, we're in 2019. I just got that letter. Ram, what were you thinking? Imagine if a careless guy was driving, He could have gotten himself in all kinds of trouble. What if a careless guy, meaning like, whatever, man, something's off, it's off, I got no problem doing this going down the road, meaning this is the position of my steering wheel to keep it straight. So yeah, man, it's pretty disappointing. People, it's like customer support. Something Ram could learn from GMC is customer support, and GMC is really good. Ford is trash and Ram is trash on the customer support side. So anyways, back to talking. I just needed to be on top of my game, and that's why I bought the 19. I'm gonna have a really hard time letting go of the 14 that I have. As y'all know, I put it up for sale and pulled it off sale. I will make a video. Mark my words. Within a week, you guys will have a video on that. What happened to the for sale sign? I had 2 legitimate offers, good offers. Pretty stupid of me not to let the truck go, but I just couldn't. Anyways, so as far as this 19, guys, let's finish this video with something that really pushed me to say that Ram halved it, and then I have to back out a little bit. So the thing was the cab. I really like what they did with the 2000, was it 19? Yeah, 2000 or 18. No, they call it 2019 1500 Ram. I really like the cab. If you guys haven't seen it, look into them. Their crew cab, so-called, is much better. It's bigger than the 3500 crew cab, and it's flat. Like, there's no hump in the middle. Like right here, the Ram has a hump on the 25 and 3500s, even now on the 2019s. But on the 15s, they're flat, and I really like that. I really got excited about the cab. When I saw the 1500 cab 4 months ago, I'm like, oh sweet, if I were to buy a 19 Ram, it would be because of the cab. The cab really got me there, and I was excited about it. I wasn't really anticipating Ram to change up the engine the way they did, because I've personally pushed that engine much. I've given it more power. I'm talking about, I've given it respectfully more power. All day towing, a lot noticeably more torque, and it has been towing for close to 400,000 on another vehicle. So there you have it. So it definitely has the capacity. I just think. I know that Ram really enjoys their safe margins, and it might be the fact that it's getting close, with, let's just say, 450 horse and 1100 torque. I don't say 450. I'd say about 420 horse and about 1100 torque. That 6.7 stock was handling the power just fine. The turbo is fine, but whatever. So I wasn't anticipating for Ram to change up their engine. They did, and it excites me, because now I feel like that engine has so much more reserve. They could up the power so much more. Yeah, they'll juice it. They won't give you all the power that engine's capable of. They'll keep juicing it. They'll keep competing. But there's definitely more power to be had in that engine, which, whatever, as I said, by the time Ram figures out their problems, someone relying on their truck every day is going to go bankrupt. So that's why I'm buying the truck and testing and trying to fit in everything I need to fit on that truck. And so, if anything, I'm in town, down, not my guys on the road. So anyways, yeah, that's the most important part here about this video. Back to the cabin. I'm wrapping up this video. My thoughts is, my excitements were the 1500 was going to carry over in the 35 or the 25 3500. That didn't happen. I was a little like, okay, Ram, you'll put so much ingenuity into the front end, into the engine, but now you'll keep the same cab. The more I think about it, there might be a first thing that came to mind is, see the 25 3500 crew cab and the mega cab. There's an actual difference. If they were to come out with the 1500 crew cab, which is bigger than the 25 35 crew cab, just a little bit bigger, it would really smear the line between a crew cab and a mega cab. I think it would be short, 6 inches, or if less, might even be less than that. So that's the first thing that comes to mind. Second thing that comes to mind is the fact that Ram might have a structural limit on that cab. The 1500 that they came out with new might have a structural limit. So let's just hypothetically say you get in a car accident, or should I say a truck accident, with a 3500 with the gooseneck behind it, or should I say the bed was loaded. A 1500 is not going to carry 5,000 pounds, but if a 3500 can carry 5,000, we know it can carry more, but in average case scenario, 4,000 or 5,000 pounds, like a couple pallets, that's 4,000 pounds. You'll put that in 25, you'll put that in 3500. In case of an accident, maybe that's the structural limitation factor that Ram doesn't want to jeopardize their consumers with. You know what I mean? Like, that you hit something hard enough, those pallets are coming into the cab. Now, that's what I'm talking about. That those cabs might be much more stronger, and should I say, have more of a springy feel to it instead of a collapsing. So yeah, that's the only thing that comes to mind about Ram's cab, which I was really upset that they didn't throw it in their 25 3500. But it's hard to say when I just saw the truck, I said, oh, that's a 4.5 generation. That ain't no 5 generation, you know. And then the more I look into it, now I'm having a hard time saying, is it are we actually getting a new truck, or are we getting hosed just like what Ford did to their consumers? Oh, look at our 2020 truck, you know. How are you going to sell your 2020 Ford? You're going to just up the horse and the torque just by, 50, the weight capacity by 50, and try to sell those trucks. I feel like Ford really screwed up on this 2020 truck. I might be wrong, but Ram, I think I'm leaning to, we're getting an actual new truck, and them being, rather be safe and sorry than, have a bunch of lawsuits and lives lost as far as the cab goes. I care less about the bed. The bed is the same, but I care less about that. Now, as far as the rest of the truck goes, that's something you guys got to give more attention to. All new frame. They said they improved something with the axle. They got that vibrating, or the given off vibrations on the side of their frame, which is really neat, guys. It really is. I'm excited to test it. I mean, we all are lucky, you guys following this channel, and me as an owner having the opportunity to order a truck and test it. Obviously I'll make videos of it, and you guys are curious to hear how it's going to do. I'll make good videos of it. I think the first thing that's going to happen is the truck's going to come into my shop, and I'll put it on the lift. I want to check it out from top to bottom. Check out that truck and see what's actually new and what we need to start working on. But anyways, I think I covered the truck and my opinions about the truck. Everybody got an opinion, but you guys know majority of my trucks that I use and I talk about are Rams. This should have been, or it is, a big topic for me, and it is. So yeah, you'd want to hear it. Here it is. You got the A to Z opinion of it, and from me personally. So there you have it. I was excited to share it with y'all. I'm also excited to hopefully get my truck in May. Anyways, Mama and David are coming our way, so may the Lord bless you. May y'all have a mighty fine day, and I'll keep y'all posted. Bye.